Welcome to Sight Screen Perspectives. In today's breakdown, we're diving deep into the psychological dynamics of the relationship between Justice, played by the living legend, actress, singer, entertainer Janet Jackson, and Lucky, played by the late actor and rapper Tupac Shakur from the 1993 film Poetic Justice. A seemingly simple road trip evolves into a poignant exploration of trauma, healing, and the complex nature of human connection. This film, set in the early 90s, not only explores romance, but also delves into the emotional baggage carried by both characters as they navigate their pasts and form a connection. Let's take a closer look at their relationship and uncover the psychological nuances behind their behavior. Justice's character is shaped by profound trauma. Her boyfriend was tragically murdered, leaving her with a deep sense of grief and a loss that she struggles to process. From the beginning, we see how this experience has impacted her emotionally. Justice copes with her trauma by isolating herself, pushing people away, and using sarcasm as a defense mechanism to maintain emotional control. This behavior stems from the fear of opening up and getting hurt again. In psychological terms, Justice exhibits classic signs of avoidance, a coping strategy where individuals distance themselves from emotions or people to avoid the pain of potential loss. Her poetry serves as a powerful outlet for her. Through writing, she is able to express the raw emotions she cannot vocalize. It's her way of processing grief safely without fully confronting her vulnerability. Her emotional guarding also manifests in her interactions with Lucky. While she may seem cold or standoffish at first, her behavior is not about him personally. It's about the walls she's built around herself to protect against further hurt. This fear of emotional intimacy can be understood as a form of emotional trauma that makes it difficult to trust anyone, even those who seem worthy of it. On the other side, we have Lucky, an ambitious, confident man who also hides his emotional turmoil beneath a seemingly carefree demeanor. Lucky's backstory reveals his role as a single father to a young daughter, which significantly impacts his behavior. He's constantly striving to build a better life for them, but the weight of responsibility takes its toll. In psychological terms, Lucky's situation suggests the stress and anxiety caused by the constant juggling of roles: father, provider, and man trying to make it in a world full of barriers. Lucky often suppresses his emotions, especially his frustrations with his circumstances. This is seen in his occasional bursts of anger and defensiveness, which come from his fear of being seen as weak or vulnerable. The anger is a manifestation of repressed feelings of helplessness and frustration with the systemic obstacles he faces. Yet, his charm and humor are also a tool to manage his insecurities and connect with others. He uses his charisma as a shield to mask deeper issues, making him appear confident and unaffected when in reality he's dealing with a great deal internally. When Justice and Lucky first meet, there is immediate tension. Justice's coldness and Lucky's attempts at flirtation create an intriguing dynamic. While Lucky sees their interaction as an opportunity to connect, Justice is resistant. Her past traumas influencing her hesitance to open up. From the moment they meet, Justice keeps her emotional distance, and Lucky, perhaps out of frustration and attraction, uses humor and teasing as a way to break through her walls. This is a common dynamic seen in relationships where one person is emotionally unavailable and the other person tries to draw them out through humor or lightheartedness. Psychologically speaking, this early tension is a manifestation of their different coping strategies. Justice uses humor to deflect serious conversations and protect her emotional space, while Lucky uses his playful nature to keep things light, hoping to get closer to her. Their behavior in these moments can be seen as a reflection of their unmet emotional needs and fears. Justice fears opening up, and Lucky fears rejection and failure. As the road trip progresses, we see both characters begin to evolve emotionally. The isolation that each character once embraced starts to crack as they begin to understand one another's pain. A pivotal moment in this evolution occurs when Justice shares her poetry with Lucky. For her, this is a major step forward. By opening up, she begins to trust him with a part of herself that is deeply personal. For Lucky, his own emotional vulnerability starts to surface when he opens up about his struggles as a single father and the pressure to succeed. This development marks a turning point in their relationship, with both characters learning to let their guards down and embrace the possibility of healing through connection. Trust, a cornerstone of any healthy relationship, begins to form between them. Psychological theories around attachment and emotional bonding suggest that when two people can share their pain and support one another, the foundation of trust is laid. In this case, their shared vulnerability allows them to connect on a deeper level, challenging their previous emotional defenses. There are several key scenes in Poetic Justice that demonstrate the growth in their relationship. One significant moment occurs when they share a quiet, intimate moment on the beach. It's here that their emotional bond solidifies as they move beyond their earlier tension and connect on a more personal human level. The scene represents a moment of catharsis for both of them, where the healing process truly begins. The conflict between them also serves a crucial role in their relationship dynamic. The arguments they have during the trip are not just about petty disagreements. They are deeper rooted in unresolved emotional baggage. When Justice lashes out or withdraws, and when Lucky becomes defensive or impatient, these moments reflect their own internal battles with their past trauma and current fears. However, by the end of those confrontations, they manage to reconcile, which is a major psychological step in their relationship. They learn that conflict doesn't have to mean the end. It can be a means of growth and understanding, as long as both parties are willing to confront their fears and communicate openly. The evolving relationship between Justice and Lucky explores several important psychological themes, including healing, love, and trust. On a deeper level, their connection represents how two broken people can help each other heal. Justice, who has been emotionally scarred by loss, learns to open up her heart again, while Lucky, who has buried his own emotions in order to survive, discovers the value of emotional intimacy. Their journey together emphasizes that healing doesn't happen in isolation, but through connection, whether through love, friendship, or shared experiences. Additionally, their relationship challenges traditional gender roles. Justice is not portrayed as a passive recipient of love, but as an active participant who takes charge of her own healing process. Similarly, Lucky shows a more sensitive, caring side that goes beyond the typical tough guy persona. This reversal of traditional gender expectations adds depth to their relationship, illustrating that emotional strength is not about being stoic, but about being open, vulnerable, and supportive. From a psychological standpoint, both Justice and Lucky exhibit behaviors that stem from their past experiences. Justice's emotional guardedness and use of sarcasm stem from her unresolved grief and trauma. Her avoidance of vulnerability is a natural response to the loss she experienced, as it protects her from the potential pain of re-engaging in a close relationship. Poetry acts as her emotional release, allowing her to express what she can't share with others. For Lucky, his emotional suppression can be traced to his role as a provider and single father. He constantly feels the weight of responsibility and doesn't have the luxury of addressing his own emotional needs. His anger is a defense mechanism born from the frustration of not being able to change his circumstances, while his charm is a tool to mask deeper insecurities. Both characters are in essence acting out of fear of vulnerability, fear of abandonment, and fear of being seen as weak. However, their ability to grow and heal together shows the power of emotional connection in overcoming personal trauma. In conclusion, the relationship between Justice and Lucky in Poetic Justice movie is a profound exploration of love, trauma, and emotional healing. Their journey together reveals that true connection and healing come from vulnerability and mutual support. Both characters learn to confront their past traumas and, in doing so, begin to build a foundation of trust and intimacy. Their relationship ultimately serves as a reminder that love is not just about passion, it's about understanding, healing, and growing together. Thank you for watching today's psychological breakdown. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more in-depth analysis of your favorite films. Stay tuned for new episodes, and as always, keep your mind open and curious.